Welcome to Raising Sled Dogs, my take on turning a couple of puppies into sled-pulling beasts. In the first episode, we met Noun, who is brown, and Verb, who is all about the action. In the 2 weeks that followed, Verb discovered new ways to escape, requiring more and more defenses. But his time to be able to slip through a fence is short. When the puppies arrived, they ate like this. Now they eat like this. When he arrived at 9 weeks old, Verb weighed 11.5 pounds. 2 weeks later, he weighs in at 17.5 pounds, an unbelievable gain of 6 pounds. Noun came to us at 14 pounds, and 2 weeks later weighs an impressive 19 pounds. It won't be long before they're really able to run with the big dogs.
Sit. Verb, sit. Verb, sit. Nope. Nope, get down. Nope, get down.
Okay. One of the reasons to raise puppies, instead of buying a trained adult and proven dog, is that we can train our puppies to do whatever we want them to do, which might be different than what other people might want them to do.
Nope, get down. Nope, get down. Sit.
Before we can train our puppies, though, they have to want to do what we want them to do. And that means they need to bond with us, and we need to bond with them. His cute big eyes will only get him so far before I want to throw him across the room for eating my socks, or breaking my dishes, or eating my carpet, or eating my couch, or chewing the straps off my backpack, whatever the case he's doing. It's equally important for me to have bonded with him as him to have bonded with me. So one of the things I like to do to bond with my puppies, which I've done with every puppy I've ever owned, is I like to sleep next to them. When they first arrive, they've just left their mom, they've just left their siblings, they're in a new place, it's all very strange, and having someone lie down next to them at night where they can cuddle up and be warm and safe and feel loved, I think it is an invaluable tool to helping the puppies really know that they belong here and they belong with us. So when these puppies got to us, it was cold outside, and these are outside dogs, and we don't want them inside pooping and peeing, and we want them getting used to the idea of being out here. And so I slept out here with them for the first 5 nights, and it was cold. It was 20 below or so, and the northern lights were beautiful in the clear, cold sky, and we just slept. They just jumped in the sleeping bag, and they would get out to pee or poo, and then they'd crawl right back in. They were cute and loving, and I really got to enjoy their company, and they got to really understand that I was there to keep them safe and keep them warm, and it was lovely. I don't know if everybody would understand, but I had a great time.
Sit.
So we don't usually use leashes with our dogs. A couple reasons for this. One is when there's a line on the dog, I want the dog to know that means pull hard. And boy, these dogs can pull hard. I've had these 2 dogs pretty much pull me off my feet when they wanted to go somewhere when I was trying to hold them with leashes. So when they reach a certain size, leashes just, they're not effective anyway. You have to have training. So we depend mostly on training to make sure they stay with us or go where we want them to go. And we depend on familiarity with this area. If they run off after a moose, they know how to get home. And we also depend on GPS tracker slash zapper collars that allow us to, one, keep track of where they are. Say they run off and get themselves in trouble, we can go find them. Or also we can give a little electronic bing or a little zap to tell them that they really should be listening and not chasing that moose anymore. But even with all these precautions, sometimes things go wrong. We go for a nice long walk. I turn around, everybody's right there. I turn around, start heading back up the hill. Call for these two dogs, henceforth known as the bad dogs. The bad dogs. They look like bad dogs. They look ashamed. This right here is moose tracks. Those post holes are moose tracks. There we go, moose tracks. You can see the tips of the hooves scraping the tops of the snow, that deep snow. Fresh moose tracks, no snow in them, and it's been snowing all day. So that's what they were chasing. Must have been close, irresistible. I'm gonna sit down, venture down through it. That was pretty good. That was close. It's kind of a treat for that. There's a positive come out of this. I've never had these dogs heel in their lives. They're mushing dogs. I don't want them behind me. I want them in front of me. I want them pulling. So I've never asked them to heel. And today, they know they're bad dogs. They know they're in trouble. And I said heel, and look, they're heeling. Hey,